What's going on? Aaron Chen here. Hope you're doing well. If you're watching this video right now, you may be doing some research on this company right here. It's called Mind Capital. Okay, so I'm gonna review Mind Capital, give you my 2 cents on what I think about this, and you can decide whether or not you want to join Mind Capital, or maybe you might decide that this is not the right opportunity for you. Okay, Mind Capital is essentially a cryptocurrency MLM, right? They focus mainly on Bitcoin, and there are a lot of these guys popping up. Over the last 2 or 3 years, with the advent of cryptocurrency and Bitcoin and Ethereum and stuff like that, people are just opening tons of these cryptocurrency MLMs left, right, and center. Okay, now the thing that I want to say to preface this before I actually do this review is that most of the cryptocurrency MLMs that have come out have actually shut down because most of them weren't the real deal. Okay, when you structure a company around cryptocurrency and MLM, if you don't do it correctly, a lot of the time it's not really doing what they say that they're doing on the tin, if that makes sense. Okay, so let's take a look at Mind Capital and then you can decide for yourself. All right, so first of all, I just want to say, look, a lot of these websites, they have really nice websites. So if you look at Mind Capital, which you probably have been through before, it's a very nice, well thought out website, very professional looking. It's owned by a gentleman called Gonzalo Garcia Pelayo. Okay, pretty famous guy. He was actually on TV and stuff like that, and he's putting his money and his brand and everything behind Mind Capital. Right now, how does this actually work? And this is the important thing that you have to understand about crypto opportunities. Okay, the way that this works is you can't come to Mind Capital and just buy, right? The majority of the way that it works is it works through MLM. Okay, so it works through a structure like this, where you refer friends. That's how they grow. That's how these companies get big really, really quickly. They don't do online advertising, although they might do some. They do it through word of mouth, right? That's how MLM works. So they spend very little money on marketing. They tell people tell their friends, they tell their friends, they tell their friends, and that's how it grows. Okay, now every time you recruit someone, because that's essentially what you're doing, you're recruiting somebody into the business, they get put onto a level below you, right? So if you're on level 1 and you recruit your friend, they go into level 2. And then if they recruit someone, they get on level 3, level 4. And you make a little commission of all the contributions that they put in, right? Now, here's the thing about this business. You can start anywhere from $100 all the way to $100,000 worth of Bitcoin, if that makes sense, okay? So you can start from very little to a lot, $100,000, and these are the different amounts that you can invest in, right? And you make a different commission level based on how many levels down the people that you recruited are in, if that makes sense, right? Now, this is how Mind Capital makes their money, okay? And this is how you're supposed to make your money as well. Now, where do you get this money from? Where is the growth coming from? Well, they claim that they have a technology bot, right? Just like all the other crypto MLMs. In fact, it's the same gimmick that they use, right? They say, okay, we've got this great algorithm that will basically mine the market, the Bitcoin market, and will generate returns because it trades daily, all right? And it'll take advantage of this great algorithm and it'll make gains, and it pushes back all the gains onto all the investors of this cryptocurrency business, right? That's how it works. And they promise, they don't promise, but they say that they'll target anywhere from 0.5% to 1.5%. That's a lot, okay? Because if they're doing 1.5%, okay, 1.5% per day, yeah, times 31 days, they could potentially grow you 46.5% growth every single month. That is a ton. Okay, that is a ton. 46.5% growth every month on the higher level. Again, they don't guarantee it, they don't promise it, but that's what they target. Okay, and this is how this whole thing works. Now, if a company doesn't offer any retail products, that means the way that they grow is by selling the opportunity to make money, and they grow it by asking for referrals. That means that in order for them to grow, it works through a referral program. That means you can get in only through friends, okay, which is what the MLM structure is, right? And that structure, the product that they're selling, is actually the recruitment of people in order to make money. That, unfortunately, is called a Ponzi scheme. So if you look at the definition of a Ponzi scheme, that is the official definition of a Ponzi scheme, right? Now, if these guys didn't have this MLM structure and it wasn't about recruitment and it wasn't about the opportunity to make money, it's just investing in, maybe a technology to grow the business, then it might be a little bit more legit. But the fact that they've got this MLM structure and you can't, there's no retail products for sale. You can't just come to them and buy a retail product. It's really about recruitment and the opportunity to make money. That's where you get into trouble, all right, with the FTC and regulations and stuff like that, right? The other thing is that because of the way that it's structured, the way that it will work is kind of like this. So there are, people that are in Mind Capital and they're making money, okay? Because that's how Ponzi schemes work, all right? The way that it works is when you get in early enough, because you're pretty close to the top of the pyramid, the way that it works is they take money from people that are joining for new, okay? New people that are coming into the system, they take that money and they pay out that money to existing members, all right? Which is why when you go online and you do the research with a lot of these companies, the people that got into the business early on, they're making money, right? Because you can make money with Ponzi schemes, okay? So it just depends on where you are in the time frame of this scheme. If you come in right at the beginning, then you'll make your returns and everything looks legit. That's why these businesses actually last for quite a long time, right? Because everything looks legit and you're really getting your money. So every 90 days when you can withdraw your returns, you're getting that money. You know why? Because the money that they're making is not from the bot that they're selling or they're saying works. The money that they're getting is from new people joining the system, and all they do is they take that money and they push it to the existing members, all right? But here's the thing about a Ponzi scheme. As soon as there aren't enough members coming in to pay that money to take it and pay new members, that's when the entire thing collapses. These guys just disappear and everything's all good, okay? Now, this happened with a lot of companies that I've reviewed in the past. OneCoin, BitConnect, USI Tech. I don't know if you've ever do you remember USI Tech? Everyone was telling me, Aaron, join this USI Tech company. And it was structured exactly the same way. You get in, you refer people, right? And then all of a sudden your Bitcoin just explodes. Now, it's not possible for your Bitcoin to grow that much. I mean, unless they've got some magical, software or algorithm which they're claiming, but most of the time it's just false. They're not, they don't really have that algorithm. And here's the thing that you need to think about, okay? Again, guys, this is just my opinion. You don't have to listen to a word I'm saying, all right? But based on me being in the industry for a long time, I also invest in cryptocurrency myself. I invest in a lot of Bitcoin. I know the fundamentals. I know how cryptocurrency works, right? These guys prey on people that don't understand crypto, okay? Is that a lot of the companies that I've reviewed in the past, they shut down and they were structured exactly the same way. So just be careful. That's all I'm saying, okay? Now, can you make money in the short term with Mind Capital? You probably can, okay? Depending on when you get into the business, you might probably make some returns. But again, you have to ask yourself the question, are you here for the long term or the short term? If you're here for the short term money grab and you want to get in, you make a little bit of money, and then, if these guys really are not the real deal and they do get shut down, I'm not saying that they will, but look, if things don't work out the way that they say it does and they do get shut down in 6 months, 12 months, 18 months, 5 years, you don't really know with these things, right? And you're like, that's okay, I put in my investment and I made my money back, and you're good with that, then fine, take a look at Mind Capital, because there are a lot of companies like Mind Capital that are out there currently, right? USI Tech was one of them, and people made money, but a lot of people that came in at the end, they lost a lot of money too, right? So it just depends on when you come into this thing, okay? And if you want to do that, it's kind of like a cash grab, right? Then sure, get involved, okay? But the thing is, if you want to build something for the long term, if you want to invest in a business opportunity, because this is what this is. Mind Capital is an MLM opportunity, okay? And if you want to be in something that will stand the test of time, something that's going to be here for 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 years that you can pass on to your kids and your kids' kids, and you don't have to keep rebuilding every time it shuts down, because every time something like this shuts down, you have to rebuild, right? It's an MLM. So let's just say you recruited, 500 people into this opportunity. If it does shut down in 12 months or whatever, you're going to have to move this 500 people to something else. And that kind of sucks, right? So again, it just depends on what you want for your business. If you want a quick cash grab, make as much money as you can in something like this. If it closes down, you move all your people to something else, which kind of sucks, right? Then fine, do it, okay? But if you're like, no, I want something that's real, that's legitimate, that's going to be here for the long term, then you might want to consider something else, because so far, a lot of the a lot of there are a lot of red flags with stuff like this, okay? Like they're not registered, and they're kind of they're already in trouble in Spain, and things like that. They have an algorithm that they can't really prove. A lot of these guys say they have an algorithm, but do they really, okay? And it's just too risky. I mean, why take the risk on something like this, which doesn't have real retail products? Go with something that has real tangible retail products that you can actually go and buy, and that they're not going to get in trouble with the FTC, right? And that is the kind of business that I want to build, because I've been in like 3 or 4 opportunities over the last 11 years that shut down. And every time they shut down, I had to move my people to something else. Well, I'm a little bit more smart about, stuff like that these days, because I don't want to spend all this time and energy and money and bring my people into something that may or may not be legitimate. You want to be 100% sure that it's legit, okay? And so you don't have to, screw around with moving people around and having to deal with stuff that shuts down, and some people that got in late who lose their money. That's not a great place to be, okay? So that's my 2 cents on Mind Capital, okay? Take what you want. I've been reviewing programs for years now. I've reviewed hundreds of programs, business opportunities, MLMs, marketing systems, and so far, okay, I'm not saying that I'm going to be right this time. All I'm saying is, based on the reviews that I've done in the past, every single crypto MLM that I've reviewed has shut down, okay? I'm not saying Mind Capital is going to shut down for sure, but based on the factors that I've looked at, the red flags that I've seen with companies like this, I would be surprised if I was wrong. Let me just put it that way, okay? And you just want to be safe, okay? But look, this is your money. This is your business. You can do whatever you want, okay? You can do whatever you want, but that's my 2 cents on Mind Capital. I would be very, very careful whenever you look at opportunities that are crypto plus MLM based. It's very rare that they're doing things the proper way, and most of them don't stand the test of time. So just be careful, because this is your money, this is your business, and you want to do things right, okay? Now, look, if you're here right now and you're like, well, Aaron, I'm not really super interested in Mind Capital. I'm looking for an opportunity, and I'm here because I heard about Mind Capital. Maybe a friend shared it with you. You're doing some research. You're doing, to find out if you want to, invest your hard-earned money into something like this. Look, I've been online for a long time. I've been marketing online for 11 years. The first 8 years, I did it very unsuccessfully. I've done everything from MLM to affiliate marketing to drop shipping to e-commerce to owning my own programs, things like that, right? And it took me a long time before I found a business model that was 100% legit and I could do it properly, to be in profit. That's very important, right? What's the point of investing in something if you're not making commissions on a regular basis, okay? So after 8 years of failing, investing more than $90,000, right, smashing my head against the wall, trying to figure out what works and what doesn't, 2016 was when I actually got into profit, all right? And I got into profit with a business model called affiliate marketing. And all affiliate marketing is when you sell real, tangible digital products to people all over the world. And it could be any product. It could be anything that helps someone solve a problem, like weight loss or getting six-pack abs or doing affiliate marketing or learning how to market online or drive leads, and anything that's a real skill that somebody would be willing to pay money for to learn that skill, okay? Now, when you learn to do this properly, it becomes a real business because you're selling real tangible products, right? Now, if you would like to learn something like that, then I would love to teach you how to do that for free, okay? So if you're like, Aaron, I want to learn how to leverage the internet, I want to learn how to do it properly, I want to do it on a platform that will stand the test of time. Well, affiliate marketing is a $12 billion industry, 100% legit, okay? It's not like a fly-by-night thing where it's like crypto that, they join it with MLM and you don't know how long it's going to be here for, right? This is a real business. It's been a long time, over a decade of being online, okay? And you can earn some serious money from it if you learn how to do it correctly, right? Everything is about skills. It's about marketing. It's about learning how to promote something properly. And if you would like to learn how to do that, I've got a free video workshop that will lay all these business opportunities out, okay? All these different categories, explain to you which ones are good, which ones are okay, and which ones aren't very good, okay? And then you can decide for yourself whether you would like to try something like this. And then it will teach you step by step how to set everything up, what to do, what not to do, what to stay away from, and how to really build a real income online. Not some dinky little income, something that's solid. You can start building it on the side and then grow that into a full-time income, and then do what I did, tripled my full-time income in April 2019, okay? And that's when I went full-time, and now I've got hundreds of students all over the world where I teach them how to do this right. All right, so if you'd like to get that training for free, all you need to do is click the link right below. It'll lead you to my website and to your best email address, and then make sure you check your spam folder, because these days sometimes email just ends up in spam. And listen, I hope that you enjoy that video and that training. Mind Capital, again, I hope you enjoyed this review of Mind Capital. Again, this is your business, this is your life. You do what you think is right for you. But just based on stuff that I've seen, I've been doing this for a long time now. I would typically stay away from opportunities like this because you never know. It's just too risky. You're risking your money, you're risking your reputation, you're risking your people that you're bringing them into. There's so many other opportunities that you can leverage. Why do something that is, again, you don't really know whether it's going to be here in the next 12 months or not, if that makes sense. Okay, so my name's Aaron Chen. I hope you click on the link below. I'll see you on the next page. Take care and all the best to you.